Hey everybody, Tan is live and I am in the kitchen. I am back in the kitchen, y'all. And I'm in the kitchen because I came across some mushrooms. These mushrooms are new to me. And y'all know Tan is a foodie, so she will try food. These are King Trumpet mushrooms. And I'm calling this my mushroom series. I'm calling it my mushroom series because I'm cooking those mushrooms. I found some recipes that I have tried and got cooked. Now, I'm gonna release those videos. They're loading as we speak. However, this live is my taste test. I've cooked mushroom bacon, and I've mentioned to y'all before, Tan is not a vegetarian or vegan. However, if it tastes good, I'll try it and I'll eat it. Now, because I have not used trumpet mushrooms before, I always say I find the quickest and the easiest recipe that I can find with the least amount of ingredients too, because I'm not trying to waste any ingredients to prepare an item to know if I'm not gonna like it or not. So I've got the bacon trumpet squash mushroom. I've turned those mushrooms into scallops that I pan seared with uh, lemon zest and garlic. And I also have barbecue trumpet squash mushrooms. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this plated up. Uh, like I said, the videos are coming for these. They're loading as we speak, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this out because Tan is juggling priorities. And when videos first came out, when digital first came out, there was a commercial that says, "Mom, release me from the digital." Videos get stuck on my file, and sometimes they don't make the cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out, and we're gonna taste these together live. And I like barbecue. I like sweet barbecue, so I made my barbecue sauce accordingly. I use store-bought barbecue sauce, but I jazzed it up. I've mentioned to y'all before, Dad the Great used to make his own barbecue sauce. And it was delicious. So, now what I was thinking about for this barbecue uh, trumpet squash mushrooms, this would be good on a bun. It's supposed to be the texture of pulled pork. So if you can imagine a pulled pork sandwich, put that on the bun with some slaw. I don't know how y'all make them pulled pork sandwiches anyway, but that's what I think that would be good for. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and get this soaking. Just a minute. So yeah, now, so here's what I got. I want to make sure y'all see that so you can know what I'm talking about. I got 3 plates. One item, 3 plates. Yeah, that's how the cooking show say. 3 items, 1 plate. Uh, so these are scallops. I took the mushrooms and I cut them in medallions. I scored them and I seasoned them. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Look, I want you to see how it's all nice and crusted. You see all that? That's flavoring right there. I put lemon zest and garlic, and I'm gonna see which one I want to try. And I like scallops, y'all, but sometimes I feel like the texture is not quite right for me. But these look good. Let me see. Y'all. This is so delicious. It is it is the texture of a scallop. It's meaty and it collapses in my mouth, or it feels pillowy when I'm chewing down like on a scallop. Probably if I made them thicker, I'd get that mouth feel a little bit better, but the flavor, the taste is awesome. Lemon garlic is one of my favorite flavors. So that is good. Scallops. King Trumpet scallops, 10. I'm gonna eat those. And I probably should have made a dipping sauce, but that's delicious. Let's look at the bacon. I cut the trumpet mushrooms into thin strips. I marinated in some bulgogi marinade for about 30 minutes. Then I put it in the oven for 400 degrees. And I flipped it after 20 minutes or so. This is the King Trumpet bacon. Wow. That's so amazing. The flavor is good and the texture is good. That is so amazing. Mmm. All this is gonna get in my belly, y'all. Now, maybe I should just make a sandwich, a pulled pork sandwich out of this barbecue King Trumpet mushroom. Look, that looks delicious. You see, you got the barbecue and you got the mushroom. The mushroom is kind of the texture of some pulled pork. Now I put some peppers in there, some onions in there, but let's go ahead and try this. Wow. That is delicious, y'all. Mm. Look, I'm digging in my bag of trips. I'm digging in my bag of tricks. I might as well go ahead and make me a sandwich. It's about lunchtime, I think. It's about lunchtime. I have some cheese. I wish I had some coleslaw. I think that's what goes on top of pulled pork sandwiches. Got me a bun, a sourdough bun. And since I have this all these cooked, what I will do is package them individually, probably freeze them, because I'm not eating all this today. I'm not eating my scallops. I'm not eating all my bacon. Matter of fact, bacon might be for breakfast tomorrow. But I have all this, and I made them out of 2 packages of these King Trumpet mushrooms. And it's a new product to me, but I'm so happy with the outcome of all the items that I've cooked. If you like scallops, we might cost, well, they're not poor people because these mushrooms cost a lot of money if you buy them regular price, but I would say it is a substitute for scallops. If you ain't trying to go buy them scallops, or if you're a vegetarian, you get my buns in the air fryer. I'm gonna get my buns lightly toasted because toasting is flavor, y'all. And I'm gonna make me a sandwich. Let me get me a plate. What do I have to go with that? I don't have nothing good to put on the plate. I don't have no chips. Is trying to do better, trying to stay away from all that extra. My dad used to say sodium. Trying to stay away from all that extra salt. What else do I have? Well, I don't have anything to put on there, but it's just gonna be a plate. It's gonna be a plate. I'll make sure I keep that in there so y'all can see what I'm working with. But what I am gonna do is get my bun all nice and toasted. I need to get some cheese too. I got cheese. Got cheese. Yeah, I got cheese. I was kind of looking for some chips, but I didn't spring for chips this time, so. And I don't think popcorn will look that great on the plate. Let me get my. We get some cheese slice while that got a slice of cheese for my bun. And y'all, I still have some mariaki, moritaki mushrooms. I gotta get a recipe for it to cook off. Get my ketchup. Let's see, make sure I'm saying that correctly. Maitake. Yes. So I got some maitake mushrooms too, y'all, that I need to get cooked off. But these are king trumpet scallops, king trumpet bacon, and barbecue pulled, I'm calling it pulled pork, king trumpet mushrooms. And since that barbecue tastes so good, I decided since I got it, I'm gonna go ahead and make me a sandwich, y'all. I got my buns toasted. I got my ketchup there. Got me a slice of cheese. Normally I would have some potato chips or something in the house, but I do not. I do not. Oh, I'm thinking all the ways I could use this. I'm looking, I got some naan in the fridge. I could make a naan wrap. If I had some slaw, that's the other thing I'm talking about. If I had some coleslaw, my barbecue pulled king trumpet mushroom would be awesome. I mean, I think that's how they sell it at the restaurant with some slaw on the top. Yeah, so I got up pretty early this morning. I didn't go outside this morning to water the garden because it's just too hot. Just too hot. What's that little guy name? Bruno Mars said it's too hot. But yeah, so I'm waiting on my bun to get toasted. Once my bun is toasted, I'm gonna assemble my sandwich. And we gonna decide if, well, I already know that the flavor is good. I think that's the beautiful thing about ingredients. If that flavor profile is good on one something, and most of the other elements come together, you can put those flavors with other items. And that's what everybody tries to say fusion is. You know, taking flavors that are normally someplace else and adding them to something else, creating something that is kind of unique. It's only new in that it's on a different vessel than it originated from. So, put me a little bit of oranges on the plate. I'm waiting on my buns to get brown. Ooh, they look good. Oh, yes. Here it is. So I got my bun nice and toasted. I put that cheese there. It's kind of starting to melt. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my mushrooms, my barbecue mushrooms, on the bun. I wish I had some lettuce, but I do have tomatoes. don't need it all to go there and get all sloppy. Hold up 1 second. Let me get some tomatoes. I didn't think about that earlier as I had my tomatoes set up for y'all. I wouldn't keep you waiting. I think y'all been joining me all my life. Tan is cooking mushrooms. These are king trumpet mushrooms, and I cooked them 3 ways. I found simple, easy recipes to cook king trumpet mushrooms. And those videos are loading right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get a slice of this tomato. Man, all I need is some lettuce to make this thing zing. Go ahead and eat that. Wish I had some lettuce. I didn't think about that. Sit that off to the side. Y'all, this is my pulled pork sandwich. My trumpet, I've probably been saying squash. My king trumpet mushroom squash pulled pork sandwich. And oranges. So get this in there. That right there. So I have barbecue pulled pork, barbecue pulled trumpet squash mushrooms on a toasted bun with tomatoes and cheese and orange. I ain't had no chips. And I wish I had some lettuce. I'm gonna cut it, but it's gonna mush. Yeah, it's gonna mush all over the place. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna open it back up. No, I'm gonna cut it. Let me grab my fork. So, with the king trumpet mushrooms, I made scallops that are really delicious. And I think if I had cut them thicker, they would have felt a little bit more authentic, but the flavor and the texture is there. Then I also made bacon. Now, this probably is going with my breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, that is good. I'm gonna cut. Oh, well, not. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. That's delicious. That is delicious. And I took that store-bought barbecue sauce and I added some sugar to it and I made it sweet. Just like I like it. It's so good on my sandwich. I used to call them open face sandwiches if you do it like that. Just a sandwich that's not closed, but I have barbecue, king trumpet mushrooms. I have bacon, marinated bacon, king trumpet mushrooms, and I have king trumpet scallops. All are delicious. And these are quick and easy recipes. So even if you have not tried king trumpet mushrooms, I feel like this is something that a novice can get in the kitchen and do. I'm currently uploading the videos of how we got here to this delicious spread. I'm currently uploading the videos so you can see how we got to all the good. Now, like I said, I probably won't eat all this all at once, but I've gotten it cooked. It's here for me when I get ready. This is my lunch today. Y'all, I'm gonna shut this video off. I'm gonna put this bun on top of that, and it's about to get messy. This bun, this sandwich, about to get in my belly. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I use some simple ingredients that I already have in my pantry, and I made this. Each of these things might have taken about 15 to 20 minutes to cook. And this was the simplest one. I just took a fork and I shredded up the mushroom, put it in a little pot with some water, let it simmer down. I added some extra ingredients for my taste, but I'm gonna link the recipe to the lady, the video that I used to get a basic understanding or a good guideline of how to cook these mushrooms. Like I said, this is my mushroom series. I came across some mushrooms, and Tan is a foodie. So I will try food. You know, I like mushrooms, but I've never heard of this type of mushroom before. And when I was visiting the non-gardener, she brought back lion's mane mushrooms. That was the first time I've ever heard of that. First time I seen them. As a matter of fact, they look really scary. However, I found a recipe, a quick and easy recipe that had flavors that were similar to things that I do like. And based on that flavor profile, I cooked those lion's mane mushroom the way that the recipe instructed. And I came out with a fantastic product. Dad the Great, i.e. the food critic, even ate it and enjoyed it. He didn't throw the plate back at me. He didn't throw the plate back at me, so that made me pretty happy. But this is what I got today. Barbecue, king trumpet mushroom, I have king trumpet mushroom scallops. I have king trumpet mushroom bacon. And I have a pulled pork mushroom king trumpet sandwich, barbecue sandwich. With some oranges off to the side, just for a little bit of color, because I ain't had no green or no chips to make my plate look But this is what my lunch is today. I toasted my bun. Toasted, that's flavor right there. I put some cheese there. And I have tomatoes. I wish I had some lettuce. Or some coleslaw. Like the pulled pork sandwiches you get at the restaurant. But that's what I got, y'all. And I thank y'all for joining me on this live. Tan in the kitchen. Tan in the kitchen. Mushroom edition. Y'all, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. Like I said, this is my mushroom edition. I have some maitake mushroom that I have to find a recipe for and get to the stove. And that's it. All these recipes were delicious, and I'm gonna link the video. I'm gonna link the video with these recipes to mine, so y'all can see how simple and easy it is for you to cook with mushrooms if you choose to. Anyway, y'all, that's gonna do it for Tan today in the kitchen. I thank y'all for joining me on my mushroom journey. King Trumpet bacon, King Trumpet barbecue, King Trumpet scallops, and my lunch. Yum.